Hi everybody, this is Diane. I finished the farm journals yesterday and I cleaned up my space, except I still have to vacuum the floor. But I decided to just take a little time today to use some of these images that I found when I organized my closet in the other room. So we're just going to make some ephemera today. When I cleaned up my space, I had these scrap pieces. So I just took a piece of copy paper, my cheaper copy paper, and glued them down. I have a few more spaces to fill in, so I'll keep this page handy for when I have more scraps. So then this will be turned into tags, pockets, or cards, or whatever. Just wanted to show that to you. I have some of the file folder pieces that I cut in a previous video, not that long ago, that I can use as bases for whatever I'm going to make with these. So I think I'll just cut a tag shape. I'm not sure if I want to use these folder pieces. That's a little too small anyway. I mean, I could. But I want this to show. I think I'll do something different with that. I do have these white folder pieces. So I could make a pocket here because this is, it was a folder with a pocket on the inside. So she fits there. And then of course I could trim that down and just glue it to a page for a pocket. Excuse me. This obviously is not the piece that goes with this. Look for something just a little smaller. You can tell I came in here without a plan. Somebody wrote a date here, 7/21/69. Oh, I should have cut that out. Too late now. I'll probably sew this closed, and that will leave a little more space for the tag rather than putting on glue that spreads into the space. That one looks cute. You saw that I found this man. Let's see if there's something else. I just wanted to see if there was something that would work for the second one. She's just a little bit too tall. Put these torn ones here. I'll probably try to do something with them today so they don't get damaged more. I think I'll use her. Okay, I think I have all my pieces ready. I just have to ink them. I don't want to cover up her face, so I'm going to cut the bottom of her skirt off. And her hand, apparently. There, two pretty quick and simple pockets, but elegant looking. I might as well make a tag to go in there. I think a 6-inch tag would be enough, or maybe it needs to be a little shorter, but we'll start with 6. I'm just looking for some cardstock. I could use the manila file folder, but I'd rather use a colored one. This one would work, I think. I'm going to cut it, I think it's 2.5 inches. Not that. This one. Yep, 2.5 inches is the widest punch, and I think that would work in there. If I use a sewing machine, that should fit. Yep. Maybe a white one would have been better. It would show up better. I obviously cut that one wrong. I cut it at 3.5. No, cut it at 3, I think. Yeah, that looks better. So I think I will leave the blue one in here for now. If I decide to change it later, I can. I have these from the mail-in pattern, the mail-in order patterns, and I really like that they're just a square. So I think I'm going to make a set of journal cards with these right now. That's all I have of those. This is really thin paper. My mother ordered a few patterns. You would see them advertised in a newspaper or magazine. My mother sewed all the time. She taught herself after she was married. She says now that she decided she needed to learn how to sew after she had a couple of girls. So she had 2 boys and then 2 girls and then another 2 girls. So somewhere in there, she decided to learn how to sew. We didn't have a lot of extra money, but my dad must have found enough to buy her a sewing machine. And she was a really good seamstress. When I was a teenager, she opened up a fabric store in our little country town. And after I graduated, I spent some time, or maybe it was before I graduated, maybe when I was still in school, I don't know, but I worked in her fabric store. I didn't get paid for it, but I got whatever fabrics I wanted. And one Christmas time, I just took fabric off the shelves and made clothes for my youngest sister. She was 10 years younger than me. She got a whole wardrobe for Christmas that year. because I made an outfit, just a piece of clothing about every day that I was there. I could start it one day and finish it the next day, and then start on the next piece, and then finish that the next day. It was fun. Oh, I have 5. Okay, so I have 5 cards, and I think what I will do is sew around the edges so that, to make sure that the edges stay glued down, because I use glue stick, and add a little bit of lace or something to them, and then I'll come back at the end of the video and show them to you. But for now, let's do one more. Let's do something with these torn ladies. She's kind of tall. I think she'll be, I don't know if she'll be a tag or a side pocket. Yeah, she's pretty tall. Just looking to see if there's some other element I can add to this. I could put a pattern number on a label or something. This is a real vintage label. I like the blue. Got a big clump of glue here. There's a stain here from a piece of cellophane tape here and here. Tape is no longer there, but the stain is there, and I think that's cool. I like it. So I'm not going to do anything else to this. When I put it in a book, I'll determine whether it will be a tall tag or a side pocket. Right now, if I had to make it into something, I would make it a side pocket. But it depends on the size of the book. So let's see, she's not quite as tall. Ooh, not nearly as tall. So I think I'll make a tag with this one. This is the color I want to go with that little strip right there, but I want, I think, something smaller. These words are from the Junk Journal Studio. This is called Vertical Everyday Words, yellow undertones. And there's horizontal everyday words. I don't know how many varieties there are, but I have a whole bunch of pages. I keep them real handy, so when I want them, I don't use them that often, but when I think of them, I grab them. I mean, they're right on a paper tray next to me, a tiered paper tray. Okay, here's the other pages of this color. These are a little smaller. Maybe there's no in-between size. Yeah. So, well, I'll just use the word perfect. Now I will finish these up, and I'll probably sew these while I'm at it, and then I'll come back to show you everything. Okay, I am back, and I can show you what was accomplished in this video today. This was a white folder that had pockets inside, deep pockets, as you can see. So I just cut it into strips and left the pocket as it was and created a little journal pocket. So I stitched up the sides and added this lady from a sewing pattern and this little page, a little piece from the instruction page, scrapbook paper, and then I added a tag that I just cut with a scrap of cardstock. And same thing with this one. It's a textured folder. You probably can't see it, but it does have a little bit of texture to it. I love this lady. She looks confident. So I have those two. And then these were the mail order patterns that you could get. And they had these rectangle images. So all I did, they were this size. I just rounded the corners, glued them to file folder. I did stitch around them with brown thread and then added a piece of lace to one side. And these, I ran out of brown ink, so I have to come back and stitch around those after I get some brown ink. And then a tag. So these two ladies, all of these pattern ladies were cut from patterns that were in really bad shape. Most of the ladies were intact, but these two, they were torn on the pattern, but I cut out all the pieces, and I wanted to glue them down right away, so I did these two. There's a tag, and this has a little bit of a turquoise color up here, and so I added that word. And this one will either be a tall tag or it will be a side pocket, depending on what kind of journal I put it in. This is a vintage label. And that's it. That's all of them. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces today. So thanks for watching. I'm going to clean all this stuff up for now. I'll come back to it because I still have all of these pattern ladies to use. Some of them can be just glued down to a page in a journal, but I'll keep them handy so I don't forget about them and I get them used. But for now, I'm going to clean it all up and be ready to start working on little golden book journals on Monday. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a creative day. Bye.